Question number 1. This is the start of the project, and for it you will need to take a random sample. What we're going to use is 400 plus the last 2 digits of our UTID. Going back to the data, we want to go to Tables, Subset. Now we need to click on Random Sample Size, make sure to click there, and enter 400 plus the last 2 digits of your UTID. Mine would be 463 because the last 2 digits are 63. With this in mind, it will now take the random sample. This is what we will use for the next 5 questions. Make sure you use this for the next 5 questions. One way we can check is in your output, we will see the sample size of 463. You notice it right there. So go ahead right now and save this. Whatever name you want. I suggest that. So with this in mind, you have now saved your data that you will be using for the rest of the project. Make sure that this is saved and you now use this for questions 1 through 5. Going on further, we'll now need to take a screenshot. To take a screenshot on a Mac, hit Command-Shift-4. That will allow you to take a screenshot of your choosing. We want to go from this top of this window right here down to right about here on female. This will include original row number and also the 463. And that screenshot should suffice to show us that you picked randomly and you picked the proper amount. On a PC, go to the Start button in the bottom left corner. Click it and type in Snip for Snipping Tool. With Snipping Tool, you can also take screenshots and directly paste them into Word. Mac users will see their screenshots on the desktop and PC users will just copy-paste directly from Snipping Tool. So now let's go ahead and make a histogram, which is the next question. We want to go to Analyze, Distribution, and we want to do Test 1 score. For a lot of these questions, I might not be doing the exact same thing, so check to make sure that you're not doing the wrong thing. This time I am doing the right thing. So here we are. We have our histogram, but we want it in horizontal format. The quickest way to do that is to hit Stack, and now it's in horizontal format. We also need a count axis. That is under the second red arrow and count axis. The red arrows always have your options. We have now made the histogram look correct, but we have a problem. We have zeros in here, which we do not want to see. Watch this carefully and slow down the video if you need to. We select the points by creating a box around them. We then click Rows and Exclude. We now click Rows and Hide. The points have disappeared. We click the top red arrow and Script Redo Analysis. We have redone the analysis with the points missing. We can now go back to Rows and Clear Row States. Very important. Make sure to clear the row states, and the points up here have now returned. Also, a lot of times make sure you do not have points selected, or else they will be doled out in the output. We do not have any points selected. We can see the difference here that on this one we have 463, and then these have these zeros removed and 461. Go ahead and take 2 screenshots. You'll need these for the project. Take your screenshot of this one and your screenshot of this one, and include quantiles and summary statistics. Going back, let's look at the instructions. We've removed the zeros, and now we need to talk about the shape. Here's our final graph right here, proper. Make sure you have the count axis and make sure it's in horizontal format. I noticed something here, and I noticed something here, and I noticed something here. Pretty easy to write a sentence. 3 things I could easily say about this instantaneously. And I noticed something here. With that in mind, what we say about it will dictate what we do on the next part. We need to pick between the mean and standard deviation and the median and the interquartile range. Those are both paired. Now, which ones we pick depend on our description. Also, interpret. Please interpret. Remember that the median is the 50th percentile, but interpret more than that. The IQR is a span. Interpret more than that. Be specific.